Hello all, Chris from Props 3D and Blamcon here with another semi-off-the-cuff update. I did figure out why my updates are off-the-cuff these days. It's A, because I have absolutely zero time to write scripts, even key points, and two, I tend to come off large increments of work on the Blamcon project with a head full of ideas and steam, and just getting on the camera and getting it out there isn't just for you, it's also for me, and I think while I build, I don't have music playing. I don't watch TV. I don't want anything in my peripheral while I'm doing this because I'm figuring a lot of things out. And it's my quiet time. I come out of it just like this, little loopy in the head, but full of great, I wouldn't even call it great ideas, just ideas. So first off, I am going to make this unlisted, but it is public. So share and share alike. If you want to send it to somebody, don't worry about it. Just the fact it's unlisted, but I'm only going to post it on the Light Gun Lunatics group and of course the Props 3D Discord. But again, it's not private or anything. So where are we? What's the plan? Store. That's obviously the thing everybody's asking. Great. You got all these light guns. When can I buy them? August is the target. I have a huge list of people who have filled out the waiting list form. I will be contacting them in batches and giving them first dibs. The store will be on an obfuscated URL and they will be able to go through. We do not do pre-orders. We're going to keep to that. I don't like the whole thing of pre-orders. I don't like the thing of, I've never liked Kickstarter. Even the name's blasted out of my head. I freaking hate that because it's like, trust us, we'll make a product. How many times do you not get the product, right? So in this case, it's like there's no trust. This is the product. We're going to show it. If you watched our last video showing the firmware is complete, that's a good indication of where we are. The firmware is awesome. All the configuration for the light guns are in the guns. You don't need any GUI. This is done to make it not only platform agnostic, but to make it just sort of plug and go. We will have a GUI. We are working on it now. Actually, that last video, when you see me demoing the gun, you will be able to see the fact that it's on a custom platform that is part of something that's coming up soon. And also, by the way, some people pointed out that, the cursor sort of stays and you move. That's actually a smoothing algorithm. That's done because people are kind of shake around when they aim and stuff. This isn't a mouse, it's a light gun. So there's a smoothing algorithm on it to keep the cursor from bouncing around. You can actually turn that off. And there's actually several algorithms in there. So you can actually choose the smoothness and the way the mouse works. The light gun works to the way you want. So just another example of some things under the hood that we haven't advertised that are there. So getting it out there, we will be contacting people, giving them, an opportunity to get in there first. We are not doing pricing yet. We're only doing pricing right beyond launch because I am trying to make it cheaper, right? I'm making these. Mike's making these. We are, we spent a year of our life on this. We want to be fair to us and you. So how do we be fair to you? We find efficiencies. We reduce the time it takes to do each step. I make custom tooling, which takes time. So every batch of light guns I produce, I find efficiencies and ways of making it faster, better, and therefore cheaper. And on top of that, a large part of what makes Blamcon unique is the fact that it can be made by you. It's not easy to make a thing that can be made by anybody. It requires a lot of thought, I wrote down the 10 tenets of Props 3D a while ago, and one of the critical ones is can be made by anybody in an apartment without disturbing their neighbors with basic tools and a 3D printer. And all the light guns are to that. We are allowed to use more advanced machines ourselves, but the ones you make, you got to be able to print them on your regular printer, and you got to be able to make it with pretty basic tools. And that is a thing, and that works. So if the price isn't within your range, especially in the beginning, we will try to bring the prices down as we can. But again, it will be priced fairly. What is fairly? I will only know to the day. My perception of what the price would have been about 3 days ago is different now. It's actually a bit lower now because I've actually managed to increase the efficiency of operations by 30% again. And what have I been doing? Vipers. I've been doing, this is the Light Gun Lunatics. contest Viper for Scott. Mike completely outdid himself with the paint job on this. It's gorgeous. It's Light Gun Lunatics LGL on the bottom there. Yeah, love it. Also, some people have asked, can I have one? Well, this is Scott's. I'd keep it myself if I could. I love every one of Mike's paint jobs. Show you another cool one. This is with the suppressor mod. This is another Mike Beauty, hot off the presses. So there's a selector switch works. There's a D-pad in here. It all works. A, B button up there. Actually, sorry, this is 2 Alt buttons, A, B buttons up here. So there's buttons everywhere on this thing. So, yeah. Oh, actually, show you this too. This one has the new improved pull to reload. It's now almost entirely resistance free. I changed the buffers in it. I changed the springs in it. Way better mechanism. So what about painted ones? Let me jump around a bit. I'm going to open a paint shop. The thing is, some of them you see are painted by my daughter, who is, she has her own little art store. She's does amazing hand painted work. And Mike, who's like, he's a maker by trade, something we can all aspire to. Absolutely incredible. So I'm going to create an artist gallery that has basically the price of the light gun plus whatever X for paint, and they will be one-offs. The one you see is the one you'll get. And that's basically the fair way to do it. But what if you want a painted light gun? Well, this is where efficiencies come in. This is also a Blamcon. Look at that. That can be produced way easier and faster. I racked my brain with Mike and all the different technologies we can use to actually make scalable paint jobs. And the one that kept coming up is one used for the real steel, and that is hydro dipping. Hydro dipping is an amazingly robust and flexible process. It is very expensive to set up. It was and time consuming to set up and learn. It was quite the endeavor. That one was actually on Mike's plate. It's all set up in Mike's shop. But this is a first example of a hydro dipped light gun from Blamcon. So we will have a hydro dipping price on top of the light gun price, and you'll get something like this, or something like this. This is another hydro dip design. Hydro dipping allows us to make these much cheaper. It allows us to put these really cool designs on it. So yeah, hydro dip light guns, man. It's a real steel finish. It is incredibly durable. Some people have talked about Cerakote. Just watch videos. Hydro dipping is, there you go, that Easy magazine. Hydro dipping has been shown to be more robust than Cerakote. Plus, it gives us these wicked patterns. Cerakote's just solid. So, no brainer. Hydro dipping does require way more infrastructure, though, which is why it's rarer. But we got it, and it's coming to you. So we're going to focus on, let me recap. We're going to focus on Vipers. We will also be offering kits for the Vipers and for accessories, such as this is for light bars. Actually, oh yeah, these are different sizes. This one's for a 100-inch kit. This one's for an arcade kit, up to 55-inch arcade. It supports diamond, quad, what we use, and edge as well, 4-point edge. So you can pretty much use it to set up any style you want. These are some finished USB light bars. I don't have a box for them yet, so they're wrapped up. These are all using OSRAM LEDs, the best on the market. They're all SMD components. We do all the SMD soldering in-house. So it's the same with the Vipers as well. All of the electronics is produced in-house. It's a lot of infrastructure on this whole thing, but the only way to make this a proper company is to have that infrastructure place first, which is not something we've had before. So it's been a journey, y'all. So sometime in August, I will be contacting people in batches, giving them the URL of the store, and giving them first dibs. Once I've given everybody opportunity, I'll probably stagger them in groups every couple of days. I will be opening it up permanently to everybody. We will have a limited inventory. We will have people who want to come on board, who are skilled makers, and we will bring them on as needed. We will try for a 2-week lead time. No pre-orders at all. I despise pre-orders. You don't know when you're getting your stuff. It's like it's a 2-week lead time. I think that's fair. We'll have a particular amount in stock. If you want custom painted, actually in the gallery, I may also put a couple of addresses or a contact form where you may contact the artist directly with your concept and figure out the price with them. That has a bit of an asterisk of the fact that I just made that up right now. But what will actually happen is the ones that are painted that are for sale will be light gun price plus art price, and first come first serve. So as to other light guns like Hydro Dip, we will have a fixed price on them. They will be XYZ price because we're going to wait to the last minute to make sure we get the last efficiencies in, because we don't want to sell ourselves short. If we're working for less than Starbucks, considering we put a year of our life in, I don't think that's fair to us. And if we're marking them up too exorbitantly, I don't think that makes a sustainable business. There's a happy medium, and I keep moving around on it. Just a side note as well. One of my many, many side notes, I guess, is I have worked for Canada's oldest manufacturing organization, Canadian Manufacturers and Exporters, where I've done consulting projects. I've consulted with companies like Arc'teryx, and I'm very learned on lean and other manufacturing technologies, which involves efficient workstations. I'm applying all of that here. Where can I find efficiencies? Where can I find efficiencies? Where can I find efficiencies? And that is how we're going to make this a proper company. But in the beginning, a lot of it's made by me and Mike. It's going to have to reflect that, make it as affordable as possible. We'll bring people on, and we'll bring scaling it as fast as we can. You may say, when are you going to get to injection molding? I don't want to. I'm not saying no. But the thing is, the new 3D printed materials, like we are using here, Canadian made, local performance PLA. It's made by a group of chemical engineers in Victoria. It is incredibly strong. It also allows us to be modular, flexible, upgradable. Everything in here, as we come out with like the Viper V2, you can just upgrade the parts. You don't have to buy another one. Anything you can break can be fixed. Like, how is this not an incredible advantage? Also, if you look at the design of this thing, you don't see injection molded things of this kind of design with this many moving pieces, because injection molding is not conducive to this design with lateral connecting pieces and vertical and angles and all this stuff. This is something that is unique to 3D printing, and it is better 3D printed. It is robust. It feels great. It has excellent performance, 2-stage triggers. Look at that. 2-stage micro switch, which my voice trigger, you get it. The integrated D-pad, A and B buttons. This thing is loaded with features that, I don't think you would get on an equivalent injection molded. We're very proud of this, and it also allows us to create the variety that we do. So, not saying no to scaling later, but I think 3D printing as a manufacturing technology is here. If you don't think so, just look up the story of Prusa Printers. They built their whole company on 3D printed 3D printers, and they're the best in the market, and they're still innovating, and it's here. Use it. It's the future. So I guess that's the biggest updates I have right now. We are coming soon. We are focusing on Vipers. We'll be opening the store soon. Yeah. It's in terms of the store, we'll be offering complete kits as well as a la carte. Keep in mind that we will try to price it as low as we can, but right now we don't have any economies of scale. We're essentially buying mostly from the places you're buying. So we will try to keep kit prices down as much as I can. We also gladly tell you what's what and where, so you can source these yourself. But we'll build into scale. It's just the way it goes. You're talking about a bunch of makers, prop designers, and software developers. We don't have a big factory. We have prop shops and garages. So it is what it is, yo. So, hit me up if you got any comments on Discord, on Facebook, comment under the YouTube video. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. I also may start doing live streaming. I just set up another little camera here that points at a brand new computer over there, which is the one I use for development. I've actually upgraded the computer on it. And, oh my God, you have no idea. My desk is just covered. Where is it? I got all this stuff from Bamboo Labs today. Well, it is gone, but I have Chris Coolmod's brand new drive in a Samsung 9900 Pro or 990 Pro. So this system will be absolutely as fast as can be. My living room one's running the Stellar Integram Retro build on one of their amazing cabinets. This one will be running the one and only Chris Coolmod's drive. So I'll be able to start testing on multiple systems and game compatibility. We already have MAME hooker. We have tons of stuff integrated into the gun. It's very responsive, and we'll just continue to grow. So yeah, questions, comments, suggestions, I'm always available. I will either try to live stream this Friday with this new setup, or the week after, where I'll take questions live. Make it the week after. There's so much to do. Week after, Friday, I'll post it. Anyway, later on. Until we do get something over the line, we are supported entirely by our Patreons. A massive thank you and all love. You all make this happen. At the VIP level, I'd like to thank Michael Lewis, Matthew Klabish, Andrew Gergen, Stephen Barsom, Big Homie CC, Fernando Diaz, Chris Coolmod of chriscoolmod.com. Buy your light gun drives there. They work with Blamcon. And Philip Daniel of the impeccable Light Gun Lunatics group on Facebook. If you want to see what's going on with light guns and all the action, head over there. And of course, a massive thank you to all the Patreons in the crawl to follow.